What's up everybody, welcome to Mike Zuniga Films. In this video, I'm going to be sharing you my 5 tips that has helped me grow from 0 to over 50,000 followers on TikTok. So I got my trusty iPad here with me. I'm going to be taking some notes. Let's get right into it. So back in January of 2020, I started TikTok. I started with my original account, Mike Zuniga Films, and I made a lot of mistakes from the get-go. And I noticed a lot of those mistakes and I was wondering why I wasn't getting a lot of traction. I went on YouTube, I searched on how to better improve my TikTok experience when it comes to creating content and increasing engagement. So I started fresh in the following weeks after that, and I started my new account, Video Made Simple, as you can see right here. My goal was to reach 10,000 followers in 1 year. Could I do it? At the time, I didn't know, but I decided to experiment and see what worked. So first things first is to scan TikTok. Go through the explore page, see what's trending, go through the hashtags, see what people are engaging with. Once you see a trend of, what people engage with, next thing is to see what you're interested in. Does this align with your interests? The major things that people enjoy watching on TikTok, and this goes for anything else on YouTube and Instagram, one is money or life hacks, health, food, and those are probably the top ones. I'm sure there's more, but people tend to gravitate to those, and those are big things that people enjoy watching over and over again. Once you know that, then you have to look at yourself and see, what do you enjoy doing? For me, it was, I'm a filmmaker, videographer. I like to create video content. So that was my thing. I looked within the niche of video content and what was created there and how I can align myself with that. I found my interest to be video creation. All right, anything to do with video creation, whether it be, video games, music videos, etc. So once I found that, number 2 is when you are going to start posting, once you found your interest and what it's going to be, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and I found that in consensus, the first 5 videos matter when it comes to you posting. Even more so going into that, it should be taken with TikTok's camera feature. I made the mistake of, in my first profile, of uploading previous videos that I edited on my computer and then uploading that to TikTok. TikTok wants you to use its app. If you can, use the camera feature at all times. Once you got that down, don't delete the posts. Do not delete posts, okay? TikTok doesn't like that. It wants you to keep the videos up. For me, when I'm posting, I made sure to, even if I made a mistake, if it's not a huge drastic mistake, I'm gonna keep it, because even if it's not perfect, and you should keep this in mind with all content you put out, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it's a little minor mistake, it's fine. Just keep it there, because I've noticed in the videos that I left up that may not have been perfect, I was thinking about deleting them, but I kept them, they got a lot of views. What do you know? So that's why, do not delete the posts. Now, number 3, moving on to number 3, look at trending and specific topics. And this is after you've done the first 5 videos. For me, when I did the first 5 videos on my new account, I just gave tips on, videography tips and things like that. And then after that, I moved on to what's trending and specific that aligns with my interests. And one example that I'm gonna give is back in 2020, when we were all quarantined, Drake came out with his song Tootsie Slide, and he came out with his music video. And I watched that video a couple of times, and then after doing so, I noticed a couple things. First things first was the cause sculpture. The eyes moved. I was like, oh, that's interesting. The next thing I noticed was his photo. I think it was like album cover or something. The clouds are moving. Third thing, I think most people saw this, was the Kobe jersey on the table, the halo that lifted up. Most people saw that. So I figured, can I make this into a TikTok? Yes, I can. Because I noticed a couple of these things. It aligned with my interests, video, music video. And so this is what I did. I created the post, And this is how I created the post, and I did it in a certain way. So number 4 is video structure. First thing is to have an intriguing title. What I put was the 3 things you didn't notice in Drake's Tootsie Slide. And you have to think, would you, basing on the title and watching that, would you watch that video, right? If you say no, then maybe it's not a compelling enough title. If you say yes, then you're on the right track. Or clickable title, as I would also put. Next thing is I found that keeping within the 15-second time limit increases watch time. And so that's what TikTok wants to see. It wants to see if it's 90%, 100% watch rate, it's gonna keep pushing your video out to more people. And 15 seconds is probably the best time for you to be pushing out content. And so I put 15 seconds as the time limit for all my videos. And I kept it at 3 things, 3 topics, or 3 subjects within that topic. So that was perfect for this video because it was the cause sculpture, the moving clouds in the picture, and then the Kobe jersey with the halo going up. 3 points you're going to be talking about within the video. Okay, 3 talking points. Once you have those 3 talking points, I found that that was good. That was like the best fit for a 15-second video. And then at the end, I asked a question. Along those same lines, I asked, did you notice those 3 things in the music video? Why did I ask a question? I asked a question to increase engagement and have people start commenting in the comments. After doing that, add a trending song or sound. For that example, Tootsie Slide was already a song on there, so that's what I used. Next is relevant hashtags. Now, this has been a topic that people have been on and off about. I'm not sure if it still has anything to do with it, but at the time, I used 4 relevant hashtags. What I mean by relevant hashtags was, I don't know if it still goes by 4 or whatever, but at the time, this is what I did. I used music video, I used hashtag Tootsie Slide, and I used 2 other hashtags that were trending. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but that's what I kept doing on a consistent basis, and it just seemed to be working. And number 5, once you have all that set, number 5 is to continue to look at trends on audience engagement in your TikTok, okay? So keep an eye on this over a period of time. See what videos get the best engagement, what types of topics get the best engagement. And I noticed that for mine, video game topics that have to do with money, music videos, actors, and I was able to mesh all those together and keep the same format. Next thing is, once you have that, is consistency. Stay consistent and think of it like this. Look at the stock market, the S&P 500. If you don't know what that is, it's a chart that tracks the top 500 companies in the US stock exchange. If you look at it in a day, or even in a week, you see that there's a lot of ups and downs, right? But if you expand it out to a 5-year or 10+ year period, it trends up. So as I kept doing this, I kept in mind that big chart, the long-term chart in a year. I noticed the same thing happening with my TikTok videos. I noticed that in the short term, there would be a period of time where videos didn't get that many views, and all of a sudden there's a big spike, and there's one video that got a lot of views. And sometimes there's videos I did in the past that didn't get a lot of views, and then all of a sudden I see, where did all these comments and likes come from? It was a video I did a couple weeks back that didn't get a lot of views in the beginning, and then now it's getting traction. So that's what happens. Look at audience engagement, see what works, double down, triple down, quadruple down on what works, and keep doing that. Next thing to think about when it comes to content, think about that the content you're doing on TikTok, your audience should be, and you should keep it as simple as you're speaking to a 3rd grader. Don't make it too complicated unless that's what you're doing. But on TikTok, people have a short attention span, 15 seconds at the most. Sometimes they're watching longer than that, but with the content that you're putting out, you want it to be easily digestible. I kept that in mind. So I'm gonna say keep it simple. Next thing is If you're wondering about what content you should be putting out, there's a lot of people dancing on TikTok, all right? That's saturated. What else should you be doing? One of the easiest things to do is to be a newscaster. They relay the message. They're able to condense it down and provide it to the audience. The content I was providing, I was already looking up on my own time before I even posted TikTok because I was curious, you know, what's the most expensive, or what are the top 3 best-selling video games of all time? I would search that up by myself. And so I looked that up, condensed it, and made that into a TikTok video. It's still aligned with my interest, which is video creation, video games, aligned with money, and I kept the same structure every single time for all the videos. And then lastly on this is to experiment with your content and see what's working and interact with your audience. In the comments, I go back, I talk to people and who commented, and it's great for the algorithm as well, all right? Let's recap here. 1, focus on what do people engage with. Just scroll through TikTok. You're already scrolling anyways. Just see what's working, right? What do people engage with? What aligns with your interests? Number 2 is the first 5 videos matter. Make sure to use the camera feature on TikTok to record yourself. Also, do not delete any posts. That's a no-no, all right? Unless it's a post that needs to be deleted, don't delete any posts, all right? Number 3, focus on what's trending and specific. Number 4, video structure. We went through all these videos, through all these points of the video structure. Make sure when it comes to what you're doing, it's consistent, all right? And number 5, look at the trends within the engagement within your videos, in your TikTok profile. See what's working. If whatever's working, triple, double, quadruple down on what's working and keep doing that. And don't be afraid to keep experimenting as well, all right? And then I also have to mention that I took 3 months off because I have to be honest, I did feel discouraged after a while. After taking 3 months off within that same year, I got back on track and started doing more TikToks. By the end of the year, I reached over 50,000 followers. I beat my goal by 40,000 followers. My original goal of 10,000, I beat it by 40,000. So that goes to show that consistency with your efforts will most likely work out. Now to date, I believe I have over 64,000 followers on TikTok. So I'm continuing to do my method, see if it works. Hopefully I get to over 100K followers on TikTok. But yeah, I enjoy doing it. It was an experiment and I'm gonna keep doing this experiment. Hopefully this works for you. If you have anything else that's working for you while on TikTok with your profile or anything else, please feel free to put that down in the comments, share with everyone. I'd be more than happy to take a look at that. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. If it did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.